For you created my inmost being. You knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Hi, I'm Dara Teamer. I'm a graphic designer, pianist, violist, singer, and songwriter, and I've even picked up the drums. Stay tuned to the very end and see one of my featured songs. But that's just me. God said, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. So I want to welcome you to Made to Create. Now I have one question for you that I want you to answer in the comments below. What do you think is the first thing ever done in all creation? Stay tuned, I'll give you the answer. Welcome back. Did you get the answer? What did you say? Okay, so let's go back, way back, to Genesis 1:1. And it says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So there you go. Before we could walk on this earth and do what we do, God created. So he was the originator of art. Now let's see. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. Look at that. God started with a blank canvas. Isn't that cool? And it says that his Spirit was hovering over the surface of the water. Well, look at us. Creativity is just our spirit within us, hovering, just waiting to be used. Now let's see what he created. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw the light and it was good. And he separated light from the darkness. God called the light day and the darkness he called night. And there was evening and there was morning the first day. And God said, "Let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from water." So God made the vault and separated the water underneath the vault from the water above it. And it was so. And God called the vault sky. And there was evening, there was morning the second day. And God said, "Let the water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let the dry ground appear." And it was so. God called the dry ground land, and he gathered waters. He called sea. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruit with seeds in it, according to this various kinds." And it was so. The land produced vegetation, plants bearing seeds according to its kind, and trees bearing fruit with seeds in it according to their kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening and there was morning the third day. And God said, "Let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night. And let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and days and years. And let them be lights in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth." And it was so. God made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day and the lesser light to govern the night, and to separate light from darkness. And God saw it was good. And there was evening and there was morning the fourth day. And And God said, let the water teem with living creatures. Let the birds fly above the earth, across the vault of the sky. And so God created the great creatures of the sea and every living thing with which the water teems, and that moves about along it, according to its kind, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them and said, be fruitful and increase in number, and fill the waters in the sea, and let birds increase in the earth. And there was evening and there was morning, the fifth day. And God said, let the land produce living creatures according to its kind, the livestock, the creatures that move along the ground, the wild animals, each according to its kind. And it was so. God made the wild animals according to its kind, the livestock according to their kind, and all the creatures that move along the ground according to their kinds. And God saw it was good. Look at that. God created all these different things. It takes boldness and confidence to create something. Because look at God. All he had to say was, let there be, and then it was. So how about you? Are you confident in your abilities, your talents, or your gifts? What would you say? Fill in the blank. Let there be. Okay, great. Then God said, let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and the wild animals, and all over the creatures that move along the ground. God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them, male and female. He created them. So, looking at the scripture, the last thing that God created, it says that God created mankind in his own image. So that means we were created to have the Spirit of God in us. So if that's the case, then what is impossible for us? What is impossible for you? So let's finish the scripture in chapter 2, verse 1. Thus the heavens and the earth were all completed in their vast array. By the seventh day, God had finished the work he had been doing. So on the seventh day, he rested from all his work. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it he rested from all his work of creating that he had done. Look at that. See, God had finished, and afterwards, he sat back and watched the wonders of his creation. Let's finish off, and I'm going to encourage you with the first scripture I read, Psalm 139, and we're going to start in verse 13. For you created my inmost being. You knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. You saw my unformed body. All the days adorned me were written in your book before one of them came to be. How precious to me are your thoughts, God. How vast is the sum of them. Were I count them, they would outnumber the grains of the sand. When I am awake, I am still with you. God says that he ordained your life before you even put your steps into place. So God had already created a plan for your life all the way up to now. So have you been living out your purpose? Do you know what your purpose is? If not, why not? Tell me, what do you think? Place it in the comments. So, if you've heard this message and you feel like God has made you to create and you really love listening to this message, go ahead and subscribe and type number 1 in the comments so I know that you like this video. If you are looking for your purpose and you just need a little bit of help and guidance walking after your relationship with God and loving him with all your heart, go ahead and type number 2 in the comments and we can do a personal virtual Bible study. If you are creative, an artist, a musician, a painter, entertainer, and you want one of your video clips to be featured in one of these episodes, then go ahead and type number 3 into the comments and I'll be reaching out to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Right now, I'm going to present one of my feature videos. This is a song I wrote back in 2015 called You're Better. And I hope you you enjoyed this. Thank you for joining Made to Create. Bye.
My two hands and I'm working, giving my heart every day. Lord, if you need me, I'll be there. I'll do whatever you say. But then things start shaking, my strength is falling apart. When things are out of my control now, why do you seem so far? When I am strong, I am weak, and then Lord, you're so far from me. When I am weak, you make me strong. God, you know better than I do. You're better, you're better. The world teaches to be strong and independent. Don't let them see you cry. And Mama would tell me, you've got wings so you can fly. But let your wings get broken, and don't let things go our way. The proud don't need God, y'all, but the humble fall down to pray. When I am strong, then I am weak, and then Lord, you're so far from me. When I am strong, and then I am weak, and then Lord, you're so far from me. When I am weak, you make me strong. God, you know better than I do.